While the pasty, soft, and flabby MAGA nation attacked Tim Walz's 24 years in the military, Trump's own family is telling the truth about Fat Donnie's cowardly and traitorous words and actions. Like so many chicken hawk Republicans who claim to love the military, remember W and his lies about serving in the National Guard, or the Republican swift-boating John Kerry's Purple Heart? Trump got out of Vietnam by claiming imaginary bone spurs that were never verified because he had money and a doctor willing to write a note. And now his nephew has stood up again to tell the world, you thought my uncle was a piece of shit? You don't know the half of it.
Well, first, let me just say, my father, Donald's older brother, was in ROTC at Lehigh University and then voluntarily went into the Air National Guard. The only one in the Trump family to ever serve. In fact, I had the honor of using his trunk, his Army trunk, throughout my summer camp days. Everything about him, and we spoke the last time we were here about how I had the honor of meeting Senator McCain. You know, a word that has been cheapened over the years, but I said to my kids, Andrea, Christopher, who were there, and my wife, Lisa, this is a genuine hero, okay? Let's make no mistake about it. The fact that Donald called him, in essence, a loser, I don't get it. But anyone who is disabled or anyone who he deems lesser than him is a loser, okay, that's just the way he is. That ain't going to change.
Why do you think people in the military support him?
I have no idea. And I know many people who were in the military, and I had the pleasure of speaking on an interview with National Defense Radio, which goes out to the armed services. And I told the truth. I basically told this story, and I said, he just doesn't give a shit about them. He just doesn't. It's the great Godfather 2, one of the last scenes when Sonny says, country ain't your blood, kid. And Michael Corleone says, no, I don't believe that. Donald believes in Donald.
I met John McCain once for about 10 minutes after reading his autobiography, and I almost voted for him over Obama. He was a hero and had the kind of class that man-titties could never achieve.
I got to ask you a question. I do not I can't trust Obama. I have read about him, and he's an Arab. He is not. No?
No, ma'am. He's a decent family man, citizen that I just happen to have disagreements with on fundamental issues, and that's what this campaign is all about. He's not. Thank you.
Of course, we've seen this before. McCain's true colors when it comes to defending honor and exhibiting class, both of which Trump could never have.
He's a war hero because he was captured. I like people that weren't captured, okay? I hate to tell you. Do you agree with that?
And now, of course, the latest pushback on Trump is the Arlington cemetery fiasco, where Trump not only lied about why he was there, but threw the family of a dead soldier under the bus, a son who had committed suicide because of PTSD. Two goons on Trump's campaign staff bullied and shoved an official at Arlington National Cemetery, where Trump and his creeps tried to film a campaign commercial in an area Arlington officials made clear that only cemetery staff members would be authorized to take photographs or film in that area. And as this thing blew up, Trump and company kept changing the story and attacking anyone who dared contradict him.
And she wants to yell at Donald Trump because he showed up. She can go to hell.
And then they attacked the family of the slain soldier, saying they were set up.
Stood there and I said, if you'd like to have a picture, we can have a picture. If somebody did it, this was a setup.
Then as Trump and his tribe went on the offensive, they kept making it up, and it became apparent that this was all a lie. Trump was there for one reason, and it wasn't to honor the dead.
Your campaign have put out those videos and photos?
Well, we have a lot of people. You know, we have people, TikTok people. You know, we're leading the internet. That was the other thing. We're so far above her on the internet.
But on that hallowed ground, should they have put out the images of those? I don't know what the rules and regulations are. I don't know.
See, that's a lie. An official was knocked down and now is so afraid that Trump's cult will attack their family, they aren't pressing charges. But here's my question. If Trump and his lying pack of pussies were only there to take pictures, then how did this end up on Trump's TikTok?
We lost 13 great people. What a horrible day it was. We didn't lose one person in 18 months. And then they took over that disaster, the leaving of Afghanistan.
This was the setup. Trump went there to make a campaign ad to attack Biden-Harris on the Afghan pullout. It was all planned, and Trump and his Republicans didn't give a rat's ass about what veterans felt. And for the record, they're pissed.
I joined to serve my country. I joined to make a difference, and so did Derek. And so to hear that the one place that we all, service members across the board, respect and revere has been desecrated, not just by Donald Trump yet again, because this is the second time, almost 4 years to the day, that I spoke out about the first time Donald Trump did this. And now that he has a Marine corporal as his vice president, I'm asking for accountability.
Of course, none of this is new. Trump will use anyone, anytime to get what he wants. He screwed Pence and Mattis, McMaster, Kelly, and Milley.
We don't take an oath to a king or a queen or to a tyrant or a dictator. And we don't take an oath to a wannabe dictator.
I want to be a dictator.
And he screwed his own supporters by sending them to do his bidding on January the 6th. And everyone who has known this guy will tell you the truth. The second he can't get something from you, you're dead to him. But probably the most damning attack on Trump's character came from General John Kelly, who served under 3 presidents, including Trump, and who also lost his son in Afghanistan.
One thing Trump is not talking about, new blistering revelations from his former chief of staff, John Kelly. In a statement to CNN, Kelly confirms long-standing allegations that Trump called prisoners of war suckers. Trump is said to have made the remark at Arlington National Cemetery on Memorial Day. I don't get it. What was in it for them? Before laying flowers on the grave of Kelly's son, who was killed in action in Afghanistan. Kelly also says Trump did not want to be seen with soldiers who were wounded in battle because it doesn't look good for me.
Kelly also called his former boss, quote, a person who admires autocrats and murderous dictators.
Kelly ends his statement with an ominous prayer. God help us if Trump wins.
Trump's attack on our military shows you just how far Republicans have fallen from a place of decency and honor to this.
Whoever heard you get indicted for interfering with a presidential election where you have every right to do it? You get indicted and your poll numbers go up. When people get indicted, your poll numbers go down.
I grew up during Vietnam, and though I was too young to serve, I lost friends and family there and witnessed Americans spitting and jeering at U.S. troops coming home from a war that they were not allowed to win and once home, not supposed to discuss. Now it's happening again as Trump tries to use the 20-year-old conflict in Afghanistan as a political football in a game where he could give a shit about the pieces on the board. And when it comes to dishonoring veterans, Fox and Trump go hand in hand. I used to go on Fox for the sake of argument. I felt comfortable with their weak and hollow rhetoric and enjoyed the give and take.
Violence is in the DNA of the American left and always has been.
You're hot. A few years back, though, when the USS McCain was in Japan at the same time Trump was, Trump hated the backlash he got for dishonoring the now deceased war hero, that Trump ordered a banner be placed over the name on the side of the ship so no one could see it was the USS McCain. This all according to an email reviewed by the Wall Street Journal. The ship was named after the father and great-grandfather of John McCain, and John McCain's name was added to the ship in 2018 after his death. I was on Fox that Saturday morning, and on the off chance that Trump might be watching, I held up a picture of John McCain. I wanted him to see what a real hero looked like. I was then permanently banned from Fox. Look, I never served, but I honor the men and women who have. I'm proud of them, and now I'm proud to be on the side that can look at Trump and truthfully say this. There's only one sucker and loser in this fight.
Damn right.
I'm ready. Let's go.
This isn't their Republican Party anymore.
Trust me.
Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
Who's with me?
Oh, yeah, the lie.
Indictable.
Out of sheer morbid curiosity, I'm allowing this freak show to continue.
I don't want to talk about this stuff.
Am I wrong?
Yes!
You're in a lot of trouble, Donnie.
I think he's crazy.
I'm Chip Franklin.